Righto, welcome to my game day vlog as a country footballer in the Ovens and Murray Football League. I play for the Yarrawonga Pigeons and we've got our head coach, Stevie J, the Geelong champion, coaching us this year. So the footy's all over, it's about 10:30, so I'm going to go to sleep, try and rest up really well, drank plenty of water, hydrated, ate all my carbonara, so I've got plenty of carbs for the game tomorrow, and I'm going to go to sleep now, so I'll see you in the morning. Righto, it's game day, baby. Literally just woken up, 7:30, time to get up, start the day, make some breakfast, have a coffee, have a shower, go for a walk. Righto, so we've just got out of the shower, brushed our teeth. Now we've got Uncle Kev, he's making us some bloody bacon and eggs, the good man. So that's going to be my pre-game meal. I like to keep it pretty light. I try not to eat too much because I like to be light when I'm playing. It's a 2 o'clock game, so I don't eat much on game day. So I'll have bacon and eggs and maybe a few lollies, sugar just half an hour before the game to get the blood flowing. Got to do my mouth guard this week because last practice game 2 weeks ago, didn't have it in. Mum wasn't happy. Got kneed in the face in the first 2 minutes, split all the inside of my mouth, had to get scans. Turns out I've got a small fracture in my cheek, but there's not much you can do about that, so I should be right to play. So yeah, gonna eat some breakfast, do my mouth guard, have a coffee, and then roll into round one. Got our boiling water, mouth guard in. Gotta get this right, because I'll be filthy. Gotta have it in for like 12 seconds. Let's get it out. Can't even get the thing out. Alright, on go. Mouth guard is in. All good to go. All moulded up. Hopefully no more cuts in the mouth now, because that wasn't fun. Time for a bit of brekkie now. Game day feed, bit of egg. Look at that, nice and runny. How else do you want it? Game day feed, nothing better than some eggs on toast. Nice and light, not too much. Absolutely devoured that. That was so delicious. 2 eggs, bit of bacon, beautiful. Right, today's gonna be a massive game. We're playing the Albury Tigers, and last year we lost to them once, beat them once, and then beat them in the first final by like less than a goal. Close game every time we verse them. We have a massive rivalry with the Albury Tigers too. It goes back 20-30 years. It's always Yarra and Albury that played off in many grand finals. When Brendan Favola played for Yarrawonga, there was a massive rivalry with Albury, so we hate each other, hate playing against each other. It's always a tough and fierce contest. And it's also our first time under our new coach, Stevie Johnson, the 300 gamer, played in a few grand finals, won a best on ground in the grand final, the big man Stevie Johnson. Stevie J's brought a new game plan to the club that we've been practicing all pre-season, so it's interesting to see how that goes with our new team. Should be really exciting. And my role today, I'm going to be a small forward, so I really need to make the most of my opportunities. Like, I might only get a handful of touches a game, but I need to make the most of them. If I get opportunities to kick goals. And also really, really important for me to bring my pressure as a small forward. So that'll be my main 2 things today is pressure all day. That's going to be my main focus. Also making the most of my opportunities because I mightn't get many. Our midfield's going to be interesting to see today because our midfield's pretty strong. We've recruited well. We've got Michael Gibbons who's fit and ready this year. Last year he was pretty injured. Used to play for Carlton. Nearly kicked goal of the year 1 year.
And Levi Casbolt into the pocket. Gibbons. Dribbles it, early contender, Michael Gibbons.
And because it's Easter Sunday, it's going to be a pretty big crowd, they think. It's a bit cold and windy today. It's going to be very windy today, so the skills mightn't be up to standard like they normally would be. But it's going to be interesting to see if it's blowing to one end, like there could be a goal scoring end, or if it's just blowing across the ground. 25-kilometre winds. That's a lot, so it's going to be interesting to see how we go. I look forward to it. First game of the year, massive pre-season. Gonna be fun. Stevie J, the new coach. It's gonna be exciting. So I've got a few hours now. What's the time? It's like 10 o'clock. I want to say 9:30, 10 o'clock. So I've got a few hours now until we play. I'll get to the footy club about 12 o'clock. I'm just going to show you what I take to every game. So we'll go through my bag. That's what I take. Obviously, got my footy boots, Nike Tempos. They're okay. I've only had them for like 6 months and they're falling apart. but I go through footy boots. Got my towel, shower after the game. Got our footy shorts, brand new footy shorts. That'll be good. Game day jumper, perfect. Warm up top, beautiful. And what do we got in here? Got a mouth guard. And that's pretty much all I take. I normally forget something, so I've probably forgot something in there, but that's pretty much it. Oh, my pre-game rituals. I only have one pre-game ritual, or technically two. And that is to wear my socks to the game. I wear these socks already on to the game. So I don't have any other socks on, I just wear these to the game. My game day socks. And then my other ritual is I'll have a handful of lollies and a banana before the game, like an hour before the game. So just because we play at 2 o'clock, I only have breakfast. I like to play light, so I'll have a handful of lollies, maybe a banana, and that's all I do pre-game ritual wise. Got the game day kit on, got the jumper. These are our new shorts we like. These are fucking sexy. Love these. Socks, ready to go. Got my coffee. Gonna go for a walk now, loosen up the body. Then I'm going to shoot off into Yarra to play some footy. I forgot to say before, if you're expecting me to be a gun at football, you are completely wrong. This is like a perspective of a country footballer. If you want me to be as good as like the prime trains and AFL players, it's not happening. Alright, I work a full-time job. I work 11 hours a day. I do what I can. I go to every Tuesday, Thursday footy training, and then I go to the gym Monday, Wednesday to do every bit I can to be as good as I can to play seniors at Ovens and Murray level. But you're kidding yourself if you think I'm going to be a gun. If you want me to be as good as Prime Train or other people that make vlogs that are actually decent footballers, it's not going to happen. I'm probably going to get 5 touches and probably kick a behind today. And then probably getting about 3 or 4 scruffles. So this vlog is literally just to show you what it's like working a full-time job, 11 hours a day, going to the training straight after work, and then going home to bed. That's all I do is work and footy, and then I do this stuff as a hobby on the side because it's a bit of fun making videos. I'll just show you what it's like to be a country footballer in the Ovens and Murray while working full-time. This isn't my job. I don't get to train and be fit all day, but just gonna have some fun. Alright, we're off to the game, and I tell you what, these conditions are miserable. It's blowing 35km/h winds. It's the windiest I've ever seen it here. It's freezing cold. It's like 8 degrees. So it's going to be interesting. The skills are going to be very, very average, I'm going to say, because of how windy it is. And I think it's going to be blowing to one end. So there's like this wind, not even kidding, is probably a 7 or 8 goal advantage quarter. Like it's actually howling. So it'll be interesting to see how we go with that. Yeah, so we're leaving now. Got about a 30-minute drive until I get into town to where we play. I don't know what else I'm going to be able to film now because I'm going to be playing and I don't have anyone videoing me for me. You mightn't hear from me until after the game. So hopefully we have a win. Hopefully I play alright, play my role, and hopefully the team gets up and has a good win. So I'll see you all after the game. Like and subscribe, and let me know if you like these game day vlogs and if you want them to become a weekly thing, as well as my other videos. I won't stop my other videos, but I'll see you after the game. So for some reason the footage didn't start till a minute and a half into our game, but our ruckman Lockie Howe kicked a quick goal, and I think we had a rush behind in the first minute of the game, which was good. So we ended up winning the coin toss, and we were kicking with the wind in the first quarter, and it was like a 5-6 goal advantage wind. Like the wind was howling aggressively to the end we're kicking to, and like look at this, Case gets it. He's a big kick as it is, but look, like he's in the middle of the ground, he just launches that. The wind just grabs it, and it was just like we didn't read it well at forwards at all in the first quarter. Like that went over our head. Then we get one out here where Willie Wheeler gets it, and he kicks to the top of the square. Normally a good kick that, but the wind just grabbed it again, and their backman just read it way better than us. Then he kicks it out to Jeffy Garlett, but Jeffy Garlett drops an absolute sitter. But then he recovers well, Jeff Garlett. There was 1 on 4 there. We should have got that out, but Jeffy Garlett held it in. And Albury were just playing much better than us in the first quarter. Like kicking into the breeze, they were a lot smarter with the ball. Like, look at that. But then our big Lock Howe ruckman smothered it, which was beautiful. Fothergill kicks it into us, big Lee Williams, but it landed on his head again. But I crumb up a handball here, give it to him, and screaming him for him to kick it. But unfortunately, he wasn't quick enough, and he got caught holding the ball there. That was my first touch for the day, I think, and I didn't get many. But look at Albury, they were just unbelievable all day. Like, attacking pressure. Like, we were a bit slow off the start. Didn't expect them to play so well kicking into the breeze. They just were really good. Look at that handball, fast pace, and they made the most of their opportunities. Like, that was a beautiful goal. And then again here, next centre bounce, Albury just absolutely demolished us in the centre bounces in the first and second quarter. Quick clearance, smart kick in towards forward. Beautiful kick kicking into the breeze. Like, nothing Matt Holgate could do there. That was just a beautiful kick to a leading forward. And again, they just made the most of their opportunities. Didn't miss, like, kicking into the breeze. Easy excuse to miss that, but did not miss at all. Then we got lucky here. Big Willow got thrown around like a rag doll in the ruck. He goes back to have a set shot. Normally a great kick. And again, he just misses it to that far side. Not like him at all to miss goals like that, but that's just how our day went in the first quarter. Braden Coburn lays a massive tackle there and gets him caught holding the ball. And this is another opportunity to kick a goal, settle the nerves. Goes back. Nice long run up. And then bang again. Kicks another behind to that close side, sorry. Just how our day went in the first quarter. Like, we had plenty of opportunities to kick goals, but we didn't. Get one in long there to Fothergill. Probably the best kick in our team on both feet. So we're like, righto, Fothergill will probably kick this, settle it down. He plays on quick, kicks it long for goal, and then that was on the full that time, I think. So we were really missing some opportunities. And then Albury just go long down the line. Great mark from their key forward again. Just a perfect kick. Very hard to defend. And they just made the most of the opportunities. Like, another goal. No points kicked by them at all. We've kicked one goal, 5 points. This was some of our best play off the half-back line. Move it through the middle quick, like we've been doing all year. And then Gibbo kicks it beautifully to me leading, and it was just a perfectly weighted kick. And this was going to be my chance to kick a nice little settling goal. We'd kicked a few points that definitely shouldn't have been kicked. We should have been up by probably 4 goals, 3 goals. Like, not many of them should have been points. So I knew I had to kick this, and all I could think about was make the most of your opportunities. You don't get a lot of opportunities as a small forward, so I really wanted to kick this one early, get the confidence up. The wind just, I stabbed at it, wasn't a great kick at all, and the wind just grabbed it and just missed it over that left-hand goalpost. So that was the end of the first quarter. They kicked 4 goals straight, we kicked 1 goal 6, and we knew we had a lot of work to do here because they were kicking with the wind, and like I said, it was probably like a 5 or 6 goal breeze. And then there was one here where it spilled out to, I think, yeah, it's Cam Wilson. He kicks it forward and it spilled out in front of me. I just had to hit it as hard as I could. Picked it up cleanly, give it back to Cam, and then he got the hands out to Gibbo. But when it's like that, you just got to hit it as hard as you can and just pick it up cleanly. That's your one role as a small forward, to pick it up cleanly. And luckily I did that and got a nice handball out. But again, Albury were just too good. Kicking with the wind, launches it forward, and that is a great mark by the Albury player. Just full stretch, nothing our defender could do there really. And then he goes back, and again, they make the most of their opportunities. That is another goal. That's 5 straight to the Tigers, and they were really hurting us. Cam Wilson got a nice little mark here, and I was leading up hard, and then he didn't use me, and then I just kept going, and then he hit me. And that's what you got to do sometimes, just lead and then keep leading. Then I looked inboard straight away because that's what we've wanted to do, is move it quick and go through the middle. It's exactly what we did. And then we get it into our forward 50 for another forward 50 entry. But again, Albury Tigers just read it better than our forwards and they outmarked us again. And because we got it turned over at centre half back, our backman had pushed up to press, but they weren't expecting it to turn over on our centre half back, so they didn't make it back in time. And then Albury kicking with the wind, they just kicked it long to a free man in the forward line, and he went back and finished it. Then after that goal, Albury continued to kick another few more goals and really put us under pressure. But we got it inside 50 here. Maxi with a one-on-one with the Albury player, but Albury player did really well there, but then he teed him up with a nice handball, and I should have really killed him better there. He got a hand out. I didn't want to sling him and give away a free because I didn't want him getting it out the other way. But yeah, really could have tackled him a lot better there. But anyway, Foz gets it out on the wing here, gets a high tackle,
kicks it into our forward 50, Bruce with a strong mark, and then you'll see Fothergill works hard into the forward line again. There he is going through the screen now, and then Brucey kicks it up to the top of the square. And then look who gets it with all his work rate. Spills down, Maxi gets it, and then Foz, there he is again. So that just shows work rate, never give up. He kicks one of our only goals in that quarter, and it was a brilliant goal. But you'll see here, Albury were just too good with that wind in that second quarter. Like, they get another mark here about 50 on the 50-metre mark, and he's going to have to kick it from 55, 57. And this is how windy it was. Like, he's not a very big kick usually, and he just launches that. Easily gets through. Probably could have been touched on the line, but there was a missed opportunity there. And they really made the most of that wind in that second quarter. So Albury kicked 8 goals 3, taking advantage of that second quarter to our 2 goals 6. So Albury had a good lead, but Stevie J had a good old chat to us and got us up and going. We knew we were better than that, and we really needed to take advantage of this wind in the third quarter if we wanted any chance of winning this. So we get it inside 50 here very early on in this quarter. Willie Wheeler kicks it in long, and then the Albury player drops an absolute sitter. Then we crumb it around. I get a quick spill out, quick handball. Handball's over the top, but it leads to nothing again. Just another missed opportunity. And our forward pressure probably wasn't where it should be, and they got it out pretty easy. Albury went down the other end and kicked a point, but we knew we had the breeze here, so we just played on out of the square, kicked it as far as we could. Case gets onto that. That goes like 60 metres. Our bloody key forward gets it out the back, hands it off to Gibbo, and Gibbo just hits me lace out. I had no one on me at all, so I was getting my hands on it early here in the third quarter, and I was feeling pretty good. I knew I really needed to kick this one. I had a cider before, so it got in my head a little bit. So I picked up the grass, made sure I knew what the wind was doing. And I'm going in, knew I needed to kick this one, and I absolutely butcher it. Literally, it wasn't a bad kick, but the wind just grabbed it and took it like nothing, and it went on the full. I even aimed for the right goalpost, but the wind was just howling, and it just grabbed it and took it onto the full. Not even a minute later, we get another forward 50 entry, and Willie Wheeler just hits me lace out again. Similar spot. I had the leg on me here, but I was not confident at all, so I seen Baz lead to it. Nice little lead, so I hit him lace out, and then he went back to have a shot, and he's normally a great shot, and he kicked it and started celebrating, so I ran over to him, hugging him and everything. Turns out it was a point, so they kick out, they drop a sitter, pressure's on, I tackle, Willow tackles after I tackle, and then we get it out again, but it was just another missed opportunity. Albury were too strong again. Get it out wide, and they rush that one out of bounds. Really good by Albury Tigers, and another missed opportunity by us. And we knew this was going to come. If you see at the top of the screen, there's a bit of a fight. We always have fights against Albury. There's such a big rivalry there. And they are picking on one of our youngest players. Gets him in the ground, drilling his knee into his head. Umpire pays a free kick to young Forgy. They had always going to be a fight. I knew it was going to happen. Forgy centers the ball. Risky kick. Pays off well, though. Get another inside 50. Cam kicks it in, then he gets hit late after it, so he pays it downfield. And then Willow gets a nice, easy goal straight in front, so that gets us going. We're up and about, and we knew we had to put the foot down now. So Jeff Garlett moved into the midfield, and he gets a nice little clearance here. But Maxi runs him down, sees him, takes another bounce, and gets him caught holding the ball. And that is so team lifting. That's exactly what got us going. Tries to milk a 50 but doesn't get it. But as a small forward, that is brilliant, and we love to see that. But like, here's just another example. Like, we're kicking it long, and Paul Willow wasn't reading it too well yesterday, and he gets outmarked there again. Like, their defenders were just too good. We go again, get another clearance here, get it inside 50, and then bang, Willow sticks that one, reads it much better, and then he goes back and puts this one through, and it's exactly what we needed. We had a comeback on now. And then not even a minute later, we get a clearance, kick it in 50, and there the big man is again, really coming in clutch in this third quarter. Really needed him to kick these goals, and then he gets a 50 because Basil being lippy, and he gets pushed over, gives Willow the 50 to make it a certain goal, and then we're right back in this. So this is the footy we knew we could play. Like, off the half back here, not even a minute later, we're going through again, pressing forward, using our skills, going through the middle of the ground, and then Fothergill runs into an open goal, and kicks a much needed goal, and we are right in this now. The boys are up and about. Everyone feels like we can win this. This is just the footy we knew we could play. And this one was so stiff. Like, we're right in this. We've got 3 or 4 quick goals. Here's another inside 50. Gibbo handballs it, but that young umpire calls it a throw. And even the commentators could see that that wasn't a throw. Gibbo's filthy, but you can't be too angry. Umpires make mistakes, but that would have been really nice. Another inside 50 there. Maybe we could have kicked another goal. But the footy gods looked after us there with Koopman getting a nice little tackle. Should have been holding the ball. Willow with a smart tap into Foz, and my eyes lit up. I was running into an open goal, and then the wind just grabbed it and took it that little bit too far. Old mate nearly snapped the pole, but there's another missed opportunity we had. But we're looking good this quarter. We were getting so much more inside 50s. Another inside 50 there. Cam got smoked. Little Angus in his first game for us. Could have kicked a nice little goal there. That would have got the team going for his first goal. But unfortunately, it just went through for a point. But we had some opportunities there, but it was looking good in that third quarter. So we played the footy we knew we could play in that third quarter. Put the scoreboard pressure on. Still could have kicked a couple more goals. But Albury were on 9 goals 7 and we were on 6 goals 9. So we knew we had a lot of work to do here going into the last quarter. So because Albury had the wind advantage in the last quarter, we knew we had to do something special to win the game. So we were happy to either lose the game by 100 points and try to win it than just not try to win it at all. So we really tried here, and we got a nice clearance early here. And then we get it. This is another nice opportunity. It bobbles around. I freaking stumbled over one there. Should have picked it up cleanly, but then we get another kick quick inside the forward line, and then bang out to Willow, and we were off to a flying start. Just kidding, I forgot he missed that. So there was another opportunity missed that we could have had, but unfortunately he missed it. We get another nice opportunity here going forward. We get a nice quick little kick inside 50, and there was great talk by Willow there. I was going to run into that and take the mark, but Willow talked me out of it because he could see ahead of me, and he grabs it, plays on, and kicks another quick goal. So that could have been 2 quick goals, and we could have been right in this in the last quarter. And again, we get another quick little inside 50, another opportunity to kick a goal here. Harry gets it, didn't have the distance kicking into the wind, so he kicks it to Willow, but it wasn't a great kick. He gets smacked by the pole. We get another boundary throw in. Basil nearly kicks a miracle goal there, but unfortunately the Albury Tigers bloke was on the line and he marks it. And then my man got out the back, so I had to close down as fast as I could. But I got there pretty quick and I just wanted to hold him up, but I didn't want to give away a 50, so I slowed him up as much as I could. But then he just goes that inside kick. Our defenders didn't get back quick enough. I tried to slow him up, but then they just go coast to coast. Jeffy Garlick gets it out the back and he kicks another goal, and that one really started to put the pressure on us. But we get another opportunity to kick a goal here. Foz kicks it. I don't know if he was kicking it to me or Hoz, but Hoz come across and marked it in front of me. I honestly wasn't too mad about it because I wasn't feeling confident at all yesterday in front of goals. So I was happy Hoz had it. And then we really needed this if we wanted to stay in and win it. And then he goes back to kick the goal. I was in a bit of a punch on in the goal square there. Me and a guy were having a bit of a wrestle. But then he just misses it to the right-hand side. We really needed that one, but unfortunately he missed it. But this just goes to show how my day went. Cam Wilson kicks it to a pack, and I get one of the best rides I've ever had. I get up there, but unfortunately I didn't get the mark, and then Casey crumbs it. But slow-mo, I get up nice and high, and then Willow just gets his fingertips to it, which threw it off. And unfortunately I didn't get to mark it. But we get another inside 50 here. And then Willow goes in, takes the advantage and kicks the goal, which was a much needed goal, but the damage is already done because already kicked a few. But I had another opportunity here. We get a nice little spoil here. Maxi gives the hands out, kicks it nice and high. And I was about to mark it, but then I seen Basil coming across, so I just put my arm across so my man couldn't get across and mark it. And Basil played on to kick a goal to try and get us back in it, but unfortunately kicked it skinny, which he never would, and that was our last opportunity for the day.
So Albury ended up kicking 12 goals 10 to our 8 goals 2. We didn't really play a good game at all. We missed a lot of opportunities. We could have kicked another 6 or 7 goals there, but instead we kicked points in on the full like I did. But in that third quarter there, we knew how good we could play, and we know we can play that for 4 quarters. So it's pretty exciting to know that we only lost by 22 points when we played our worst game we've ever played as a team in the last 2 or 3 years. So that's exciting to know that we've got so much to improve on, and the conditions were going against us, or against the way we want to play. And it's pretty exciting, but hopefully I can play a bit better next week, because that was not a good game by my standards at all. I don't feel good about that one little bit. But next week's going to be a ripping game. We're going to be playing North Albury over there, so that'll be a bit of fun. They're a very young side. They always get a lot of kids drafted from that club or go to VFL or waffle teams. So going to be exciting to go up against them. They always have some young guns there. So if you want me to make another vlog for next week, just drop a comment, let me know. Like the video, subscribe. It means the world. See ya.